Okay, well, I didn't mean to go live right now, but every time I put my phone on the stand on here, like I'm trying to fix it and stuff, it automatically goes live. So, story of my life. And then my computer's not even like charged. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait until, oh, there it is. Okay. That didn't take long. Hey, Naomi, I haven't heard from you in a long time. How was you doing? Make sure this is off. Booby. Hey, I bet you guys thought I wasn't going to go live. But I am. Okay, so I got my wine right here. Okay. I don't usually drink when I'm live, but I don't give a shit today. So let me go to my video. And then let me go to my live chat. And yes, there is a mess on that side. I don't care. I haven't. I'm a little upset today. So, what is this? Okay. Who's in here? Tammy. Wine here, white lady. That's funny. All right, which other one was it? It was this one, and oh, shiitake mushrooms. Oh, the heart. Okay. I'm just setting up stuff for tomorrow for my live. It's been stressful for me. I think I'm gonna have to change the way that I do things with my boutique because I'm getting so stressed. I think I'm gonna stop the whole 7-day things to pay. I think I'm just gonna be like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because it's yeah, I think that would be more convenient for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Super 7. I was like, what is this called? Okay. Just pricing everything. Yes, 3 days. Love and Sparkles. Hello. Who else is in here? Say hi. So if you guys don't know, my name's Ruby Q. Okay. Today I look like a mess and I'm drinking wine, which is weird because like I said, I don't drink wine when I'm live. So that must mean I'm stressed, you know? I totally missed my mouth, but yeah, anyway. I ordered a lot of things during Chinese New Year. And so everything's like delayed getting to me. And then today I did get some things, but it's not like the things that I wanted to get to me first, but it's okay. I do have like a lot of evil eye again. So I have like all this right here. These are all like the bling necklaces because I didn't have any more. And then I also got things like that. This is Super 7. Okay, this means like there's 7 types of crystal stones in here, crystals actually in here. And then I do got a very high quality strawberry quartz heart. And then I have this garden quartz, also high quality garden quartz necklace. Okay, so that's going to be available tomorrow. Where are my babies? It's so quiet there. So Anthony's sleeping. He went to sleep because he's tired, little Anthony. And then Jonathan and Michael are upstairs with their dad. So, yeah. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. But yeah, I was actually gonna do like a true crime story today, but I'm telling you guys, like I've been so tired, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not gonna do that. But if you guys are interested in knowing what I was gonna do it about, I was gonna do it on the lady who killed her 3 kids recently. Shit, I honestly didn't even do research on this shit. I was just gonna talk about it because kind of brings awareness too to like postpartum depression and like postpartum psychosis, which I actually had, which is weird because I didn't realize I had that until like recently, after I had Jonathan. Bliss Studio Hobbies, hello. um So when I was pregnant, I used to think that, I mean, shit, when I was pregnant with Anthony, I didn't know shit about anything. I didn't even know how people had babies when I was pregnant with fucking Anthony. So I'm not even counting that. But after, I had him and I got pregnant with Jonathan, I was learning a lot about, pregnancy and all this shit. And um I found out about postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis, but not as much as I should have. Like, I feel like, well, I'm gonna say it. Like, if you're pregnant or you're planning to get pregnant, definitely like do your research on postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis, just so that you're aware of those things that can happen to you after you have a child. It can sometimes happen even during your pregnancy. But I wanted to talk about that today because um, that's, important. So I guess the lady was, her name was the hell was her name? Her husband's name is Patrick Clancy, and then she is, why can't my computer work the way I want it to? Do, 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 do. Anyway, let's see. Hi, Bliss. All right. Well, my computer's not helping any, but um, basically, this woman suffered from like postpartum depression, and she had like postpartum psychosis, and she actually did go get the help that she needed. Except the problem was that they didn't help her because it cost a lot of money, and she didn't have the money for that, which is really sad and unfortunate because she ended up killing 3 of her kids, and then she jumped off a building to kill herself, but she was not successful with that, so she's still alive, and now she has to face the consequences of what she did. So let me look it up again because now my computer's decided to work or not. That was awful. I listened to it the other day. Then the commentator told her story. Women don't know they have it. It's a silent disease. It really is. I mean, I can honestly agree that it is because I had it and I didn't even know I had it. Um, so if you guys didn't know, if you guys don't plan on having kids or don't have kids or whatever, if you've never been pregnant, right? There's this thing that some women get. Not all of them get it, right? Some women get it. And it's called postpartum psychosis, and it's basically kind of like schizophrenia, but like it only happens after you have a child. And what I thought like was like, oh, after you have your kid, it happens right away. But no, it can literally happen within the year or even the second year you have your kid. I didn't know that. I thought that you're out of the woods, right? Once you have your kid and like a year passes or even like fucking 5 months passes, you're fine. But hell no, it literally comes when it wants to come, if it comes, right? And it's very scary because sometimes a person doesn't even know they have it. Like it's kind of like one of those things where it's kind of like, I want to say it's like catching a cold. Like you don't know you're sick, but you are sick, and then you don't realize you're sick until you start coughing and feeling like you're sick, right? So when you have postpartum psychosis, that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're normal, but you're not normal, but you don't know that you're not normal. Does that make any sense? Lindsay Clancy, that's her name. Um, she was a nurse. I mean, there's been a lot of women in the past that have done that, like Pia Yates, Andrea Pia Yates. Um, she drowned her 5 kids in the bathtub. I know this is like a fucked up story, but I mean, true crime. Hello. And then there's what else? What was her name? There was another. Oh, Lori Vallow. I think that's is that it? No, I don't know if it's Lori Vallow, but yeah. Let me go to this story real quick. But yeah, that's what I was going to talk about today. I just didn't have time to do the research on it to like, to not give misinformation. But yeah, like shit. If I knew then what I know now, I honestly don't think I would have had any more kids after Anthony. like, so when I had it, I don't really talk about this often because it was like a really, like really dark time in my life that I don't like talking about. But since I'm talking about it now, I guess it's a good time to talk about it, right? Um, so like I remember, I don't even know how the fuck it started. I think I thought it started when my husband left for school and I got sick with the flu. And I'm a hypochondriac, so I panicked. And I thought that that was just anxiety back then, right? I thought it was anxiety, because I was getting like hot sweats and shit. It was so fucking weird. And it even got to the point I've told you guys that I had to call like 911 because I passed out. And they took me to the hospital and they were like, "You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Your blood results came back fine." Blah blah blah. And then like that was a day. I think that was the night that my husband came home. So there was no reason for me to even like feel that way. Like I already knew he was coming home. And then that week was just fucking like hell for me. Like I just remember feeling a certain way. Like I felt like people were staring at me, watching me. There was this one moment where I was sitting on the couch and Mr. Q freaked out because he was like, "What are you staring at?" Like, I guess we were watching like a movie or something. And he was watching the TV and I was staring like on the other side of the TV, like there was a wall. And I guess I was just staring at it like I was afraid or I was looking at something. And he was like, "What are you staring at?" He's like, "You're freaking me out." And this was also around the time he didn't know anything about like depression or shit because he's never been through it, right? None of his family members have ever been through it. So like he was kind of like, "What the fuck?" And then like from then on, I don't even remember like half my fucking days those times. And then what I will always remember is he tried to make me happy because, when people are battling with depression and they don't know nothing about it, they assume that, buying new things and being nice is going to help, but it doesn't. So he thought like, "Oh, I'm going to take her to the mall and buy her a shit ton of things," right? Which is really sweet, hindsight, right? But like it doesn't work. So he took me to the mall, and this was like way before I even went to go get help or like I talked to like a psychologist or anything, right? Like this was me like right when it was happening. And oh my God, all I remember from that day when I went to that mall was him. Wait, hold on. Am I cutting out, guys? I feel like I'm cutting out because my computer is like lagging. I don't know if I'm lagging. Hmm. Um, I remember going down like through all the stores, right? And I felt like somebody was like after me. Like even though I think it was crazy because like his mom and his dad were there too. So we all went, and it felt like I wasn't there. It felt like I was seeing myself from like like a high or something. And I can't even compare it to being high. I really can't. Like it felt like I was being chased and someone was stalking me, and like hopefully everybody comes back. If not, then I'll just wait a little bit. Look it. Can you see my and it falls. Oh, good. Can you see my comment? Yes. I just had gotten my phone died, so okay, so I'm back. Okay. I'll wait a little bit for people to get back on so I can finish this story of mine. Okay. So, in a way, as I was saying, I was at the mall and I just felt like I was going to die. Like, I felt like someone was chasing me and looking at me. And every time I would get away from the person, like, I would look at somebody and I would think that they wanted to kill me, which was insane. And, like, Mr. Q actually took me to, like, Victoria's Secret and bought me, like, a shit ton of, like, stuff from there. And then I went home and it was this, like, unbearable, like, feeling of like I'm gonna say death. Like it felt like I was gonna die every minute of the day. And it lasted about a week until I finally was like, fuck this shit. And because I started seeing things like in the house. Like I would see shadows and shit. So I was like, fuck this. And like I remember waiting for Mr. Q to get home and I just went directly to like the clinic and I went to behavioral health and I told them like I need to be seen or someone needs to give me some shit because I'm going through this. I'm seeing shit. And see, at that moment though, at that time, I didn't know that's what it was. Like I thought it was just depression or anxiety, right? But I didn't realize until like it's weird. It's like I didn't realize until later on that it was actually postpartum psychosis. And they helped me right away, and they gave me like antidepressants. I was on them for like a month until I started noticing like a little change in me. But I honestly thought that that was gonna be my life forever. So I can see how, like in that moment in time, I can see why a lot of women who go through postpartum depression, I hate to say this, but unlive themselves, because it's fucking terrible. It's like this fucking terrible feeling that you can't get rid of. So when I read, and I remember, oh God, I remember reading about these people who would like, I'm gonna get into like deep conversation, right? I remember like during that time, I don't know why the fuck I did this, but I guess like I would watch the news a lot during that time, and I remember seeing um, news tabs about how some people were killing their children, like moms specifically, right, due to postpartum depression and psychosis. And I remember bringing it up to my psychiatrist and or psychologist, and I was like, am I gonna do that? Like, it was scary, right? I know it sounds scary, but I mean, it's reality. I was like, am I gonna do that? Like, I'm scared that I'm gonna do that. And she was like, do you want to do that? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to that point, you know. So she like, I mean, she really did help me a lot through that time. But like a lot of women, I was pretty lucky because I have health care. I have TRICARE. I have like the military health system that basically pays for everything. But some women don't have that. Some women don't have that type of help. From what I was reading, is I think it's like when a woman has like those types of issues, like postpartum psychosis, it costs about $30,000 a month to treat her for that shit. And it's very sad because it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's a lot of money, to help someone that really needs it, or else something bad could happen. And like coming back to this woman who did what she did, like she did go try and get the help that she needed, and you know, they didn't help her. So she did what she did, and it's very unfortunate. Um like people were like, "Oh, how could a mother do that to their child?" And yeah, that's awful, but they don't realize that it's not like she just woke up one day. I'm not defending her, by the way, okay? I'm just saying like it's not that she just woke up and was like, "Well, I don't fucking care about my kids today. I'm going to fucking do this," right? It's just it was her disease. It was what she had. And like that's initially um what happened. Like so I was reading on the story. I think she came out with a book, which is kind of weird, but she's in prison. What the fuck is her name? I think the one lady who drowned her kids, her five kids in the bathtub. She like wrote this book, and she was talking about specifically how she felt during the time that she did her crime, and like the things that she was hearing and seeing. Like she thought her kids were demons, and it's like what the fuck? Like it's insane what what these women go through, and it's like scary. But anyway, um yeah, apparently this lady's like not even going to court trial or anything yet. I guess they're just trying to get her the help that she needs after she did what she did, which is crazy to me because like I don't know. Like so going along with like how I'm doing like criminal justice shit, right? I actually did an assessment test on like what do you do in a situation where someone does something because due to their mental health, like do you um do they go through like the court system like a regular murder, or do you blame it on their disease and then get them the help that they need and then just set them free, right? Because murder is murder no matter what, right? You did the deed, you're gonna fucking pay for it. But at the same time, it's kind of like, do you, because there's been people in the past that are like fucking what, like, let me use a good example, Ted Bundy, right? And there's other people who have claimed like insanity, and it's kind of like, nah, you are fucking crazy, but it wasn't your mental state that made you do that. It was just you being a fucking psychotic person who wanted to kill somebody, right? So there's like a difference between mentally unstable killers, and then there's fucking like Ted Bundy and like all these other motherfuckers who actually wanted to kill people. For example, Jeffrey Dahmer, right? He loved it. That was his thing. So, um, like what do you do in those? Like, should the law change for these people? So, should there be sympathy for these people who like that? Who like moms who have you know clinical postpartum psychosis? Like, do you give them a slap on the wrist and just say don't do it again? Like, what do you do in those situations? So I think I was writing about how, and I don't think it's like technically, I don't think it's like their fucking fault. I think it's like the, um, how the like what would I say? What did I say? I think I said it was the health insurance, like the health part of it. It's their fault for not helping the people that actually go and ask for help, right? Because if these people weren't charging as much as they did, because in like on Australia, what is it? I think in Australia you pay like $15 for healthcare. Like what the fuck? And I think it covers everything. So compare Australia to like the U.S. Like holy shit! Like I mean, Dominic, what was it when we were in Hawaii, and he got hives from drinking one beer. Okay, he got hives, and he got a bill of $29,000 just for that one fucking hospital visit to get rid of his hives. They gave him like a, what was it? They gave him a steroid shot and something else, and then he got slapped with that fucking bill, right? And then also my brother, I think he got like my other brother, Alex. I don't know if you guys know this, but when my brother Alex was in Hawaii, I mean, I could talk about it now, but his wife was pregnant and she had a miscarriage when they were on vacation. So the hospital that they went to was the one that was right across from my house, and he got slapped with the $40,000 fucking bill because she was there for like 2 3 days or something. So it's really fucking unfortunate that the health system fails people, and it's just very sad. Like I feel like a lot of people would do the things that they do if they just had, you know, if they got the help that they deserved. Um, and honestly, I think that this woman wouldn't have done what she did had they just helped her when she fucking asked for help, you know? I don't have sympathy for people who don't get the help that they need when they know they need fucking help, though, because it's kind of like, come on now, right? I've always said this, right? Um, and sometimes people don't even know they need help. But I think there's something in us that pushes us to like realize, like, okay, like there's something wrong. Like, I need to at least go talk to somebody, right? Like, you have to go do that, because if you don't do that, you're failing yourself. And it sucks to say it, but like, it's not going to be good if you don't get up and get the help that you need. And it doesn't necessarily mean, like, I've always said this, guys, it doesn't have to be you going to the fucking doctor and like getting a psychologist or psychiatrist to help you give you medication or stuff. It could be like you getting up and going and walking outside because like it will make you feel better or whatever. But yeah, that's what I was going to talk about today, and I guess I did talk about it. So but yeah, anyway, Jan, to answer your question, I am actually doing okay today. It's just I didn't get a lot of stuff in today, which is unfortunate. But I did get this, which I didn't know I got this, but it's like a sterling silver. I just got to get the gold rose chain for that. I think it's not black and white in some cases, but each case should be looked at for sentences. Even people who kill people for fun have some type of mental illness, or they wouldn't want to kill. Exactly. Like, I mean, I'm talking about people who are like schizophrenic or postpartum psychosis, like situations where the mind isn't like all there, right? Like some people who have done things like this are incapable of standing trial, so they don't even let them. They don't even they cancel their trial date, or they reschedule it until they're capable of doing it. So like those type of situations, because of course there's something wrong with someone who thinks killing is okay. Like it's like it's not like, oh, today I'm so mad. You know what? I'm gonna go fucking murder the neighbor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't. I don't think you just wake up one day and think that way. I think it's like a span of things that happen in your life that get you to that point in your life where you're just like, I'm gonna fucking off somebody. But it's my opinion. Um, but I think that's one of the reasons why, like, I liked true crime, and I decided to do criminal justice, is to figure out why people do the things that they do, and like how I can help in some way, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna be no psychologist. I have issues myself. I ain't trying to fucking help anyone else but myself when it comes to that. Like, if I'm a friend, I'll hear your problems. I'll give you advice, but I cannot. I don't know how psychologists do it. Like, have you ever heard? I think I think like one of the reasons why back in the day, right? Why I did not want to see a psychologist was or a therapist was because I realize that they also need help. So like I go see them and they go see someone else, but then it's like they're human. They're gonna need some help too sometimes, especially when they're hearing all these people's problems, right? But it's just crazy to think that your like psychologist or your therapist have a psychologist or therapist to help them too. It's like, what? The, you're not perfect. But anyway, I did get some towers today. These are blue apatite towers, which I didn't remember that I ordered. Like a lot of these things that I get, I'm like, what the? I'm like, I ordered this? Like, when did I order this? That's pretty. So, what's everyone doing tonight? Changing the dull subject. Is anyone else live right now or something? Like, why do I only have like 7 people in here? Let me go see who else is live. I put Leta hang out. I didn't even spell let's right. Who else? Oh, Abigail's live right now. I'm gonna go on her live. Let's see. I'm just gonna say hi. I don't know what she's saying. I can't hear her, but I'm in there. I'm like, hi. Oh, they're talking about a trial. Dude, there's so many fucking crazy ass saucy trials right now. Like there's a Ohio killer trial, and then there's that one dude who like killed his wife and was a dumbass and fucking like literally didn't hide the fact that he killed his wife and left like evidence everywhere. What's his name again? I forgot what the fuck his name was. What's his name? Let me see. Oh my god, what the hell is his name? It literally just happened, like. Alex Murdaugh? Is that him? Is that his name? Oh, no, this is a different dude. What the? Well, there's, like I said, there's a lot of people. Why is Scott Peterson coming up on my search? The fuck? Cool as shit. The one who killed his son and wife. The one who killed his son and wife. He killed his son too? No, there was another guy who let me see, hold on. Maybe I think military wives are not taken seriously sometimes. No, it's not this guy. He's like what the fuck is his name? Thoughts on the Idaho murders? Oh. That one's crazy as fuck, okay? Like, okay, so when it first, okay, let me compose myself. Oh yeah, he was he a wrestler? No, he was a UFC fighter. He killed her in Mexico in like a hotel room or something, right? Happy Friday. Okay, hold on. I really want to know who the fuck the guy I'm talking about is. It's not Alex Murdaugh. Hi, babe.
What happened?
Oh, I had to take it off because of the thing, but it slides off.
Oh. Hello. I'm mad at you.
Okay. Killing what? That's random.
What?
I'm mad at you.
Yeah, look at you.
Cool, don't care. I'm live, so I can fucking deal with that shit later. You act like they can't hear you.
They can't hear me.
You're annoying. Oh, it was Utah man. There. Wait, is it this one? No, it's not that one. You want to do that in front of them? You should do that in front of them.
You want to do that in front of them?
He's so gross.
Whatever.
Oh my god, stop, Aunt. He's acting like he's jerking off. All right, let's see. You ever heard about that wrestler who was accused? Happy Friday. Have you ever looked into the Roberta Laws case? Roberta Laws. Okay, hold on. Time out. There's a lot of fucking comments now. Let me write down. Okay, Idaho murders. Roberta Laws. There's a documentary about him. You look like the girl from Blossom. Blossom? Who's that? Is that a show? From Blossom. Dan's not. That was Chris Benoit. Things just don't make sense. The best true crime involves a both legs and a wrestler. Hi, Mr. Q Daddy. No, it was one of the hearts. Do you ever think about space murder? Space murder? Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this? It happened in Florida. Roberta Laws was murdered by a hobo. How did I get all these fucking people in here right now, yo? Like, how the fuck do I have like it went from like 5 people to like 16, and I think half of them are trolls. So, do you like potatoes? Um, I like baked potatoes. You're talking about the Utah murders. Okay. All right. Wait, no. Hold on. What? Oh my god. Give me a second, you guys. I'm okay. Let's see. Oh, the Murdaugh dude was the guy. Wasn't he the one that whose son killed his friend's girlfriend or some shit, and it was like this big old thing, and all of a sudden he found his wife and his kid dead. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That story is nuts. Now I know who that is. Okay, now I know who that person is. But there's this other dude who recently killed his wife, and because she was gonna divorce him, and he denied it, but like there's so much fucking evidence that he did it. It's ridiculous. Um, True crime's popular. Review talking about the Utah murders. The River Lost Murder is free and has a YouTube channel. True crime you should look into. Michelle Carter. Michelle Carter. I already did. I already looked. I already know all about that case. Um, I think she's a garbage of a person. But I also think that I'm not trying to victim blame or nothing, okay? But I also don't think he was what people thought he was. I think he was abusive and narcissistic as well. There's a documentary on Teddy Hart on the Peacock Network. One guy then seems like a nut, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. Who the fuck is Teddy Hart? Let's see. Damn, look at all these. Holy shit. Look at all this spam. Anti-freeze murder. Is any of my OGs in here still? Okay, so um okay. So when it comes to the Idaho murders, before they even caught the killer, I honestly was saying that it wasn't someone that they knew. I said that it was somebody, or no, I said that it was either somebody that they knew, right? Or somebody that was stalking them, because there was no forced entry, um, at all. Like the window, even the window he climbed into wasn't fucking broken or anything. The door wasn't jammed broken or anything. So I was like, those were my two initial thoughts. And I think, well, I was right about that second one, was that the guy was stalking them, right? Um, but it's crazy because it goes beyond like social media stalking. He was actually stalking them. Like one of the girls, he actually went and had, I think he had like lunch or something or dinner at one of the places that she worked at. So like fuck, he was studying them really well before he did what he did. So I think it's fucked up, and I think he's just your typical serial killer who, well, I feel like if he didn't get caught, he would have done it again, and I think he's done it before. So I think they should look more into that dude because he seems great. But whenever there's something like this, they only focus on the main thing and they don't do like other background shit on the person. Like if someone went missing around the time that, I guess, I don't know, say that he graduated, they wouldn't look into that case until this one's done, right? They wouldn't look into both or whatever. But apparently he was smart as shit. So, Ted Bundy over here. Just looked up Roberta lost. Why would someone kill a disabled person? As Greg Grimo, Roberta's killer's named. Address, yeah, on YouTube. Has been killed twice and now is on retrial. Teddy Hart was part of a very infamous wrestling family. Oh yeah, and has a cat empire. Hold on, let me see. Let me Google this guy. I think. Oh yeah, this dude. Yeah. Wait. Wait, no, this is not the guy. I don't know. I'm talking about the UFC guy who killed his girlfriend in the hotel room. That's the guy I'm talking about. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know, like, who's being serious and who isn't. Hold on. People be taking over my shit. I think people are just throwing out names of, like, people who didn't kill people. Alright, I'm gonna restart my live, you guys, because this shit just got fucking weird, okay? So, I'll be back.